Back once again with our split 3 challengers bracket. Tenrek and Ravishing Ravish here with TSM and Ambrosia on Ascent after TSM was able to take a 16-14 victory on Sunset. Winner of this match will be in the 8-team playoffs happening next week. Loser is out of the tournament for good, Ravish. A lot on the line here.
Headshot.
Yeah, that's wild, but not with this though. He leaves us with a sense. Oh, Classical, the great equalizer. Now between TSM and Ambrosia, momentum in TSM's favor. After an incredible comeback, now Ambrosia has to recoup, mental reset, and see what they can get done on their own map pick.
Screen down.
Starting with that opening frag from Sim, definitely making things a lot more difficult for Ambrosia to open things up with this composition, which does have Satellite on that Yoru. So not the only time that he's deciding to go with that Agent Ziff. Tough whiffs. It's really tough to pick between those two targets in the moment as well. So Ambrosia have a way onto site, and Caillou getting really aggressive here will get rewarded by finding Sim creeping up mid. And now we'll get a little more mileage trying to find 7. The remnants of him. Only one shot will do it. There you go. Now just GMD to deal with, and looks like he's already been found out by the trap wire. So everybody paying attention to this Omen, who is just going to get chipped away until he's nothing. Ambrosia, good opening round. Unless you lose more than...
GMD? Yeah. He's just looking to peek through. Goes back near spawn. He can try to hold one here too, if anything, just to, you know,
yeah, you got time.
Up his creds. But yeah, he's just looking to die for sure.
Yeah, not gonna risk it. Just gonna let it go. Boom. I respect it. Solid kill in the meantime. But yeah, that opener from Sim is kind of all that really worked. Apart from that, Ambrosia were able to open up that space really well, and that mid control, I didn't expect him to take it out of the blue there on the pistol, but it was beautifully taken.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Ah, it's all good, but we'll see as of now how they look to recuperate from here. But Ambrosia first pistol. Both positive as TSM has been pretty good about those, especially the second half.
Toxins going up.
Caillou taking that first. And TSM taking a pretty passive approach to
Enemy down.
trying to peek in the round. As I say that, T-Dog front and center. And Ziff will rotate around through mid to see if we possibly catch somebody lacking.
Cage triggered.
Not the case.
Toxins, one enemy remaining.
Okay. It's round 2, Caillou.
Deleted.
Fake teleport.
Spike planted.
I expect to see a lot of ace swings like this from Ambrosia this half. Especially if they're going to keep trying to fire this wall of cat. Which I don't see why they wouldn't. Unless it's to just get slightly further up in front of the gateway. So you might see Caillou reoriented a couple times, but no reason to stop any of that. Good extra kill from Ziff. These TSM guys are doing a great job of, like, in the save rounds, still kind of coloring inside the lines and picking up some creds where they can. I think he'll die safely here again. I don't think anybody's going to be able to find him. Yeah, he'll get in safely and let this go. Ambrosia, I mean, a beautiful opening too. Great execution so far.
Yeah, just quick to, I mean, it's a bonus, so, you know, naturally it's going to go the direction. Nothing to, that's nothing to that flashy, but all that. Here's where the real trouble starts. I want to talk once again a bit about the comp choices that we've had and seen from Ambrosia so far.
Yeah.
And it's constantly gone towards this Yoru pick. We've only seen Screwface take up the mantle of the Yoru, specifically on Abyss. The Satellite has taken this, you know, on Sunset and also other maps as well too, where they felt more comfortable as they peek out. And although no traits given over, though, Guimont has made his way pretty far deep into Wine. Towards the rest of the nice flash to pay off. Just a one taken though, no trade for him either. And a 1-1 they'll take any day. Civ, get a little peek out. See, they see the drone, they don't find Screwface, so he was on the other side. So now from here, a 4v3 for TSM, guns in their hands, Odin also at the ready. With that rotating over to be poised by Heaven. Nice peek from Sim.
Spike down A.
He's just tap strafing to see if anybody looks to peek him instead. He has potentially sandwiched in between the two of them, but staying alert, staying safe.
You're done.
Another beautiful shot. Finally he gets caught, but it's teed out to finish it. TSM get there first.
Standing ahead. A second.
Pretty cut and dry so far, I would say. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I think both teams kind of just doing the first 3 rounds dance and almost letting each other get up to a safe point to where they are now, apart from Seven, who will unfortunately be on that judge. Where are you going to put yourself here if you're Seven then? Because you can't as efficiently open up Sim if you're holding that unless it's going to be on tree, which Sim doesn't want to hold tree.
Yeah.
Revealing area.
Oh, Sim wants to hold A main because he can get a kill like that. Nice job.
Works out well, right? Does easy enough. Now what this do is that with now their main initiator being gone, essentially as that's how they play the Euro, right? As we was playing before, right? They just treat him as either both a human drone, but also their way to get in on sites. As their flash initiators just walk their way in, especially past the clone as well. Now with that being gone, though, it becomes a bit trickier in how they maneuver their way onto sites. TSM holding 2v3 quite defaulted. No util mid either, so they can use that to try to make their way through spawn. If anything, have a door not closed here too. Opportunity presenting itself. T-Dog
Revealing area.
seeing the first potential, but only gets a couple tags.
Door closed.
Here.
Smiley's gonna have to wait even longer and really doesn't want to have to. They're gonna double up the smoke? I don't think they will.
Left.
Especially, yeah, with this other tree being opened up. They'll just take the fight. Sim is gonna get inside!
I have retrieved the
Nice
spike.
shot.
Does get refragged, but so do the others. Adrian alone now, and he's gonna ult.
He knows, yeah. They're up top, so no, you could actually unfortunately hold this, but the ping is enough, and even the Molly getting a tag on that. He might look to re-wrap around Heaven, if anything, but he doesn't have enough time, especially up against 2. He's gonna have to face them head on, and with 47 health, you can't do much about that.
Yeah.
Ziff takes his, TSM continue this streak.
Very ballsy of Acrian to decide to ult that.
I respect it.
Maybe he wasn't sure if
No, you don't deserve
Seven still had all of his util, but that fragment, I think, tossed him off of the spike spot a little later, or a little earlier than he wanted to. But even still, swing's tough. And TSM, now with the Blade Storm in hand, Sim is perfectly comfortable with letting these eco cycle just a little bit further to his favor, especially since Ambrosia is a little bit worse for wear. The question is, does Satellite ult this round? Does he find an opening that he sees? Ambrosia's been, again, really enjoying mid, so I wouldn't be surprised if they saw an opening, but they've been a little too greedy with them, and I don't know, almost been too experimental in those moments rather than maybe conserving for some safer options in the later rounds.
Poison orb emitting.
Perhaps, but as it stands currently, it's becomes tricky because I actually brought the paranoia from Ambrosia to go through trees, but they find nothing off of it as TSM now look to flood up through Heaven. That's one Sim!
What?
A disgusting 3 through the knives, make the rest into sashimi. They're gonna go for the 4 kids. The rest of them set him up, and 7 will be the one to take it instead. What a round from TSM. We said it before here at Senric. The energy, the vibes, and clearly everything propelled them forward. And it's now Ambrosia left to respond, as they're on the attack too on Ascent.
It is really difficult to know how to change up what Ambrosia could do here, just because TSM has been so ahead of things on these 3 defensive rounds so far. These earlier peaks that they've just been winning, Ambrosia just seems like they're a little bit behind, and it's definitely quite late. I can understand why, but the patience from Ambrosia will pay off this time and give an early opening kill to against GMD. And Satellite does see that as his opening, his moment to try to make this ultimate work, and it will indeed open up the B site. He did the dang thing, and it'll be a 4v5.
It is indeed, my friend. But they need to do a lot more than just that. Caillou will take his one, and somehow to get out of there too, even with the enemy sober around the corner. They hold his site along these critical mass points with the judges and vandals, but 7 comes around. A good start off from here, but they're running out of time. They need to make their way in. Sooner rather than later, there's 3 still left on site, and Screwface falling is detrimental, as TSM realizes this may be out of the reach for now. Sim will take his cuts, but lose the op off that. Oh no, that's worth it.
Oh, boo. Oh.
I mean, they saved the Odin, but not the op.
Yeah.
That's tough. I mean, Sim can buy it again. He's rich enough. He balling. He got it like that. His wallet heavy. It's all good, but for how much longer though? Because now look, because that he broke. So he needs. Yeah. TSM need this round. In fact, if you look at the scan across the entire economy, for both of these sides, either loss here could cripple both sides and force them onto a save. But 2 ultimates right now on Ambrosia's side. What a start off from Sim!
Dude, come on. Not in front of children.
That's bad. Look, it's scary.
God, that was such a quick scope. It was crazy.
I know. And Satellite has been their go-to like meal of the week to just farm.
Yeah.
At this point, and just tough for him naturally, but so he can recover from that though. Ooh, artistry placed alongside the rest of the members look to push in. Makes life a lot harder for the rest of them. But for Ambrosia, they're deciding and realizing that this is not where they want to be. Oh, was a bit committed. If anything, Sim almost had him. Not just yet. Zift half spray with the Phantom. Eventually getting their mark, but with Screwface not gone, you're also not losing your initiate, and Tree can just spray through the smoke. One by one, Ambrosia continue to fall.
This was a messy attack from Ambrosia. Seems no one committing the way that they wanted to. Caillou, I mean, any decision you make with this Viper Spit at this point is kind of a poor one. The best one you can make is to hide it and save your weapon, which the latter bits of Ambrosia will do. I mean, just great work from T-Dog. Very territorial. Way to save Ziff on the call as well. Got there hella fast.
I love the use of that word, territorial. That was cool.
Thank you.
Just, yeah. Makes it seem like, you know, like, he's more than just a fearless leader, you know?
It's true.
It's like a father protecting them.
Oh, yeah. He stands his ground.
The pack.
This is his home.
Exactly. This is his home. This is his home, which he made out of 1,000 Dr. Pepper cans.
Charlie Mike, let's move.
I built my house out of wood. I built my house out of straw. I built my house out of Dr. Pepper cans. Wolf's like, I don't know what to do with that one, man.
By the way, Peek, he actually has TP to his corner, but unaware of it though. So it shows, and Sim, good for the first once again. Maybe Ambrosia in a tough spot. Not Satellite this time though, but losing Caillou isn't any easier. So leaving Satellite there is in case you want to catch anybody looking to come around through flank if you can. Oh yeah, Sim just lines that up. Screwface. Unfortunate.
Literally looked like a caveman holding a club. Way that knife was showing. Unga bunga, me peek mid.
Here.
Yes, Tenric, I agree.
Well, look, my other Screwface impression wasn't that good anyway.
I understand. I mean, to do Screwface discretion, just take our picture.
Sim third blood? Oh, man.
Quick slope was almost there. Sim reposition, 64 health. Just tries to go again, but just a little bit off though. And they decide to cut their losses and wait to see if they look to push in with a shorty, but instead, Ambrosia called it off. They want to go through B, and the Ares is raining, but they have 10 seconds. They have to go. They're out of time.
I think they just want to save rifles. Here. I think Acreon's just playing to get a good gun.
He gets an Odin, I think. Here, low-key.
Hey, there he goes. Okay.
Nice.
Well,
all right, he got a. Let's go.
I mean, you can do something with this now, I guess.
Upgrade? When went from a Charmeleon to a Charizard, I like it. And excuse me. And I think
you call
that's
the timeout now. I feel like you do it next round though. No.
No, I think it's fair because.
No, yeah.
You after a round like that, when you're getting shut down, right, and completely shut out off of any options that you want to try out, and considering past the break and how the previous rounds went, it was in a very similar vein, where Ambrosia's felt like they were out of options, getting shut out, and just forcing their way in. And when you brute force something, it hardly ever really turns out well.
Yeah.
So now for him, you know, they've got to be like, all right, cool. What can we do to draw over more of their attention? How do we make sure that we have more information before heading to these sites? Do we want to play for picks? Do we want to play more default? Do we want to fake a bit more? Do we want to fake rotate and then go back again and go back again? It's just options need to be expended instead of, you know, I go site, I stay here, I die, I go other site. That's it.
It feels so difficult to work this around a Viper specifically. Like I love Viper's conditioning wall up mid. It's one of my favorite Viper walls in the game. But genuinely with this comp, does that help you? Because to my mind, it almost pressures you to not poke mid as much. And this comp is just begging to press mid all the time with Satellite's Yoru. He's just begging to pressure it constantly.
Revealing area.
Speaking of pressure though, 3 ultimates on the side of TSM as well. And now with a 1 on the other end.
Take flight.
For the Acreans, they can use this to try to stave off any of the pushes that they may have. Sim, ooh, a bit far up. This is interesting for TSM though, as they've kind of been almost a scramble for Ambrosia, where they feel like they're just trapped inside mid with no ways out. All to use early to clear out some space for themselves, and with Caillou getting 1, it forces 7 away. Still leaving with the option on what they want to do to get into the site, but A seems to be the lean, but they have to get past trees first.
It's just so hard to extend from this, man.
30 seconds left.
Found them.
This is the way in.
Yeah.
But
Big dart.
this recon, wow, yeah, that was massive. T-Dog is just, he can just.
One enemy
He can just
But that was, he's doing it again. Okay.
Standing ahead.
This shock dart landed just barely before he was about to die. That saved his life when he pre-fired that. And he gets the plant down, so they get the creds. It's a 2v1 though. Lockdown invested.
Dude, wow.
You know what? That shock dart is getting so much value. for them because of this. That's huge. The side of Ambrosia, they've had to overinvest this round because of just one shot that came at the end. The dart comes, they know where he's at. Hey, Brown may be gone, but it doesn't matter. Guess what? They did enough. Ambrosia let out some resources. I think that's a round you take.
100%. We'll absolutely run with that. And we'll try and keep running with it. Sim, not at the blades just yet. Buying it up is... Oh no, they can totally do it. Never mind. I was only looking at his creds for a moment there. So they're, yeah, still more than stable. Sim still more than likely to go aggro. He's not been punished yet. And he's not going to again, because Acreon is here in B lane by himself. I don't think he's going to peek this, but Sims just has such liberty right now.
Now they're assuming with the smoke from TSM side that Ambrosia is still probably defaulting, you know, about 3-2 that they've done previously. If you saw the pings on the map as well. So,
yeah, from
here, you know, Seven's assuming that they're probably going to look to push through trees, and his instinct is correct. So, the knife doesn't actually catch the drone, unfortunately, so just look at some info.
Yeah.
But I believe you mentioned probably peg 1 from his end. Nonetheless,
yeah, that confirms 1 at the most.
Yeah, exactly. It was a bit shallow, if anything, but here, third place down. Sim pushing is, that's a cool little camera.
Yeah, that was fun.
I like that. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, again, T-Dog has no reason to just stop spraying this yet. Ziff is gonna
30 seconds.
Let's go early. Sim. Okay. What?
What a flick.
Are you kidding me, man? TP back from Smiley. Are they trying to pull back to Ace? Oh, no, they're trying to sell this to the stack. Okay, I see it. I see it. I see the vision. Wow. 7 just ulted for this to just hold it down, but they're not pushing this. They're pushing the B site.
10 seconds left.
TP back home from GMD means everyone's here as well. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, I guess we're saving.
Shadows traveling.
I guess we're saving. I mean, hey, I think it's what makes the most sense. And we've found this place in a spot here before for Ambrosia.
Yeah.
Where they just kind of run out of options. As to they just don't seem to really know like what they can do against this TSM squad on their defensive half. So that begs the question then. Let's look at some of the Ambrosia stats, and let's do what they break down on Ascent. As, once again, this is their map pick. Right? And for Ascent, they are a defense-sided team. 62% round win rate, too. So, likely a second half, maybe in order, but for now, they'll have to suffer the consequences for whatever round losses they take.
Satellite's very far up this time around. I don't think TSM's going to be ready for this. Oh no, Sim's watching. I'm flat out wrong. They've smoked him all the way back. And he's crossed it. Sim reads it. Almost clips him. Satellite is on 3 HP. And he's back with the team. And we're back to a tree push. So in again, like, yeah, it really feels like Ambrosia could be utilizing so much more than what's in their kits. Satellite's immediately shut down with a pot shot from 7, but the Hunter's Fury along with players are pressuring him out. Sim back on the op with the knives in tandem as well, and he's able to handle whatever comes his way. TSM, another stiff lockdown of A site, and I'm 100% with you, Raph. Feels like a lack of options here that Ambrosia feels like they have. They really do not know what to do. Luckily, they only won't have to know what to do for one more round.
You're right. I mean, I think they'll take a 9-3 at this point because Ambrosia look lost, so I'm hoping that they can find themselves after a couple minutes and as they look to change themselves up here. Yeah. for now, you know, we can just honestly just vibe out. Unless something, you know, truly crazy happens.
Yeah.
It may just be a repeat of what we've seen already. 8-4 would be nice for themselves, but spam set up on both ends. Put out. Ooh.
Nice.
Screwface nails him exactly.
Yeah.
It's too much start off, so and opening a potential here, Tenric.
Yeah.
4 and 8-4.
Knife early on to force some slowdown maybe, but Ambrosia's just gonna go in for it. They're back and they're deadly, but TSM, they can just spray through and they'll all coalesce at once. Satellite walking into the back line though to deal with 7 himself. GMD, nice following on to Satellite on the way back. Good call-outs from TSM to keep this held down, and it looks like they will do it again. Acrean alone, Guardian in hand, cannot swing correctly on the GMD. Unfortunate. And they will have to take a 9-3 going into the half. Ambrosia, what is this comp gonna do for defense? I'm really on the edge of my seat here, wondering how Kayu's gonna wall, where Satellite's gonna go every round. I really want to see these guys shine, and I'm scared that this comp is not gonna let him even on this half.
That goes there.
This, no, will not send. Because think about it like this. Look, what I want to see from this pistol is from the Ambrosia side. I want to see an inkling as to why their defense side is so strong, and if a 9-3 can truly be what they make the comeback. Now we saw already TSM do this before, but for Ambrosia's side, right, this would be a huge wave back for themselves. After having some tough rounds back to back to back, they could use something to lift their spirits, if anything, but that's maybe the way to start it.
Closed.
3 stacked up, ready. They're not there just yet. C1, Smiley takes it. With 1 more there, Paranoia pushed out to lead them there. A shock dart will be eaten by Satellite as his hair stands up on end enough already. Leaves him in a 4v4.
Almost entirely killed by shock darts that round. Brienne, Sim, walking freely through B site, opening things up for the rest of the team to come through where only Screwface is sitting. He will have to swing this. Burst placed on him. He'll make the call to just wait it out. Spots the jump, can't kill. And that should be a nice tied up pistol round for TSM. Kayu and Smiley, literally nothing in either of their kits at the moment. They have to dry swing. 4 members of TSM with next to no health on Smiley's behalf as well. Really difficult stuff.
Here.
Tough. I think one way to describe it, for sure. Difficult even, like you said.
Enemy remaining.
Lays in the walks in a Sim's crosshair. Yeah. 2 of them playing that perfectly off of the information off of one another. Team Solo Mid is firing off on all corners. And for Ambrosia, I find there's not a ton you can say here, right? I want to talk about the positives that we saw earlier in the day, that this team is scrappy, full of life, and, you know, has an incredible clutch potential, which we know it is definitely evidence. But aside from that, I haven't seen a lot of that here, which is disappointing. Because that's what made the previous games that we had with them so close, like the ones with Winthrop on Abyss. It's an incredible map, but unfortunately things have somewhat trailed off. And for TSM right now, they're hitting the second wind. Everybody can play Ascent.
My camera is destroyed.
And TSM look practiced and poised to close this out, potentially.
Which is funny, because they don't even have him anymore.
God damn it, man. I hate you, bro.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Dude, I'm like, my first impression is really bad.
That's fine. You usually work on that. By the way, what matters now are the impressions that TSM continue to give us as a team preparing for challenges, right? Because past this, they have an even tougher challenge. As Caillou gets 1 to save. Okay.
That's a really raw swing from Caillou. I mean, the screen was well timed, though. Yeah. No, I respect it too. TSM gonna try and bottlenose this. Good paranoia to field away Caillou, but there's still so much presence here from Ambrosia. Satellite
Down mid.
is the wiser. Great shutdown. That Ziff can only trade back, but
left.
still some chip damage all the while. 28 seconds to go. TSM's walled out right now.
Yeah,
So let's go to B side.
You know, good point.
What? We have 10 seconds?
10 seconds left.
I mean, yeah, this is very Ambrosia round. GMD, all right.
4,
She's 1.
3,
Yeah,
okay.
Just fight. Might as well. It goes down. Too late. Yeah.
Right.
I think at that point you're just, if you're not even close to the planting ground by 4 seconds,
Yeah.
chalk it up, man. Round's not theirs. That was a round reminiscent of Ambrosia, if I might say. It's what we saw pretty much the entire first half. But hey, a round is a round, and that's a bonus given over.
Yeah, it sure is, man. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
anti-eco, I should say.
Yeah, that one's really stun locking me, man.
It's something, bro. It's something for sure. But hopefully the game can look to recuperate your mental and your thoughts from what you got going on here.
Please. Sim first to poke with this sheriff. Smoked out once. Already chipped away. That's the other thing. I feel like Ambrosia's comp would do so much better with like a Sky or a Sage, because if Satellite is, again, he's that guy that's going to be poking in and out. I would love to get some heals, especially on a map that like has so many different nooks and crannies you can kind of duck back into to play for that even short interval. Screwface playing all the way back. 7 invades with the flash drive and gets punished for it.
Easy does it though from here. As still 4 outside of TSM. Smiley could look to change that.
Blinding.
Sees one. Paranoia goes through all 3. A trade imminent though. May not be enough necessarily, as Caillou's looking to hold that beautiful shot from him. And a second taken in quick succession. Spike found, and it's Caillou to clean up like his bald head.
Let him know, Caillou. Give Ambrosia an inch and they will take 2 rounds at least. We'll see where they go from there. But hey, look, this defensive half is already look, I feel like this defensive half, if TSM is as tired as they looked last round, then we could see the exact same sort of flip we did previously. Ambrosia are officially like stacked. They can hold themselves off for at least 2 to 3 consecutive losing rounds, especially fragmented ones, which they are more than happy to take at this point. TSM, this is the time that they're kitted. Once again, this is the buffer between them and a 10-7 game, and then a 10-9 game, and then a 10-11 game. But Sim opening up against Satellite yet again means that mid is under TSM's control, meaning that they can start pressuring B like they always have been that much more. Ambrosia has to rely so heavy on this A stack with the comp that they have, with the Viper wall that they have, that they just have to worry about the other side a little bit later. They can't though. Sim's got them worried about this one. Caillou will finally shut it down, but TSM have a 3v2 now on the bonus, and they will take their chances on the much more weary Caillou over on A side.
I mean, Caillou's a little bit before, right? The run back again. Ooh, but this time they're ready for it. Knew exactly where he was chilling at. Scoped his hideout. Took him out. TSM don't want this gun round to go way like the last one. Want to cripple whatever Ambrosia's hopes and dreams were, and of course, any of the gun economy as well too. And Akron is going to take his time, walk his way through, take the scenic route throughout Ascent, right? It's a giant floating island. You might as well take in the sights and the rocks. But yeah, he's going to recuperate what he can. Could call him the op, but
That's kind of nice.
yeah. It's a sweet little recovery. We'll take those.
Well, I can't exactly criticize Ambrosia off of a round that was almost entirely predicated by Sim just pressing W. So I will say this: don't let Sim press W. I guess deny mid a little bit more. Caillou's wall has been used more to protect market than to control space. And I think against a team that has to remain so static until their actual push, until their actual commitment, taking mid with that space, there you go. That could do something. That could let Satellite in a little bit more.
Get out of my way.
Then I think, yeah, you're struggling. Gonna peek here with this operator. That's been given to him by Ikrian. Poked by that owl drone, gonna send him back to spawn immediately and let TSM take over the reins upon the market line.
Here.
Three rounds separate TSM, and another shot at Ascension.
Certainly is a long road, but winning this is one of many steps that TSM, just like any other team, should take to get there. Woo, Sim! Almost too big for his britches, but excellent job doubling back as soon as he hears those shots. Screwface. Now also it's similarly low health. The press will force Smiley in a little bit, actually, and the flash drive gets used for free. That's a free kill. Now they can pressure Heaven. They can pressure everybody. TSM easily infect A-Site. What an explosion from them.
That was sick. That was such a sick protocol that they just pulled off there. And especially with how Ambrosia was positioned, it allowed themselves to perfectly walk in, dissect two people that were there both watching from Wine and from Heaven, flash drive separating both of them, and leaving them with, again, a choice to save.
That's brutal.
Bro, I understand inflation is high. Boys, I mentioned 401ks are maxed out at this point. We gotta...
They have made the active choice to play preventatively with this Odin and operator, and they failed to do it this round. They will make the active choice to do it one more time in what will be 7 match points for TSM here. I mean, they have the tools. They have, they don't have ults, do they? They do! They have a Viper's Pit! Oh my god! They could totally hold this off. But TSM, I mean... It's not a hero moment. It's not a specific, mistake. TSM, at this point in the night, especially, it's just better.
We were staying here the entire day here, Tanner. TSM, after the first half, have looked like a different team. Every movement, every placement, and... even now the confidence to take these picks that they've done so. Past sunset, the momentum has not stopped it from Ambrosia. They've unfortunately fallen flat. The trappy team that we saw previously has currently been taken away. And right now for Sim, this entry will place their final nail in the coffin. Ambrosia. They started off as myths, and I think they'll end off as such too. To be written in history books. As TSM look to move forward. As GMD just eats that.
Yeah. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, bro.
Yes, sir.
Walks in. It's hard to take this, but Satellite's gonna bloody try. Yeah, Sim. Oh my god. Sim just denies it all. Almost an ace to end things. And TSM, once again, in the nick of time, they will make it to playoffs and be able to cement a spot in split 1 of 2025 going forward. As long as their performance continues. Guys, you did it. It took 3 matches, but you did it. Good job.
Our finals, here they go. And remember, this is just day 1, Group A of B, C, D. There are still 8 teams remaining that they have to go into playoffs for next week. And the finals of those 2 will fight for a spot for potentially making it to Challengers alongside other invited teams and then some. 2025 is going to be an incredible year for Valorant, and all these teams want to be part of it, as do we. But I will not take any more of your time. Big shout out to all the teams that played today. GG's to every single one of them. Thank you, Seta, for being by my side the entire day. Thank you to production, our observers, everybody for working incredible amounts, everybody behind the scenes. And thank you all for watching and staying with us for a very long day. I appreciate your time very much. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place for some more Valorant action. I've been Ravishing Gravish, the most ravishing man on the internet. Y'all have a good night. Peace.